Are you guys ready for this?
Yes, yes.
So, as usual, well, for now, because things will be changing, you could do this stretch either sitting down or standing up, but just to let you know, in the future, there will be more standing up and more interactive and more getting out of your seats and more moving because we're supposed to be moving. Right. So, but for now, we could either do it standing or sitting down, and these are standing open arm twists. So we're gonna do it for we're gonna start with that on the left, on the right, and then we're gonna do the hero 4-point neck position. And of course that's front, back, side to side. But we're gonna start with the open arm twist. Put some oxygen and some air into our muscles and all of that. So just we wanna move. All right, 15 seconds. All right, so this is a 4-point hero neck position. And what we're gonna do is you're gonna drop your head forward. You're gonna keep your body straight, like keep your body, your shoulders straight. You're not moving nothing else but your head and your neck. And you're gonna drop your chin to your shoulder for 2 seconds. Drop it back as if you're looking at the sky for 2 seconds. Bring your right ear to your right shoulder for 2 seconds. Bring your left ear to your left shoulder for 2 seconds. You're gonna do that a few times. And then we're gonna go into a 2-minute breathing exercise, okay? The first breathing exercise is gonna be in through the nose and out through the nose. Slow pace, a 4 count in, 2 count hold, 4 count out. All right, guys, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna play some nature sounds, and you're gonna breathe at your own rhythm, but in through your nose, not in your own rhythm, I'm sorry. In through your nose, out through your nose, 4 count in, 4 count out. Okay, guys? And we're gonna do that for 2 minutes. That was round one.
Ooh, got the blood flowing, the breath, the prana. Feeling good. Thank you, Tone. Thank you, Sister Tone, for that.
All right, all right.
So we want to keep this thing going. So, Sister Tone, it's your mic.
All right, we're doing like this. All right. So for my piece, I did write a short story. So just for purposes so that you understand where I'm going, I so we have 3 trees speaking. We have Willow is the grandmother, the oldest. We have Cypress, which is the mother or the middle one, and then we have Jupiter, which is the youngest one. And they all represent different eras. All right. So I'm ready. The scene opens the soft hum of a drone hovering over a quiet patch of Harlem woods. The camera zooms in on a small cluster of trees with burgundy leaves at the top, its branches swaying in rhythm. As the drone lowers to get a feel of what's going on in the surroundings, the kids wondering what's going on, what can they find? The drum gets lower and you can hear the voices rise in harmony, rich and full of soil and soul as they sing. If this world were mine, I'd give you everything. They sing in unison. As they laugh, the laughter rustles through the leaves. Cypress chuckles, turning to Jupiter. Now tell me, child, what do you know about Luther? Jupiter grinning, tapping her roots into the soil. I didn't have to be there. It's in the DNA. It runs through my roots. The music, the history, the love, it's all in the soil. Willow, her grandmother hums approvingly, nodding as a group of older folks strolls through the park, their conversation soft but animated. The trees fall into a comfortable silence listening. Then Willow speaks. Ah, back in the day, Harlem had a heartbeat you could dance to. Jazz poured out of every window. Langston Hughes sat over there with his notebook, And Duke Ellington's piano made the wind jealous. Jupiter leaned in excited. That sounds magical. Willow chuckled softly. It was. And you could feel it in the soil. It was rich, like poetry mixed with moonlight, heavy ideas. The ground held the weight of dreams, of first drafts, of songs hummed into the night. A young couple passes, the man in a striped pinstripe suit, a woman in a flapper style dress. The trees watch, amused. Cypress grinning. Look at them, dressed like they're headed to a Savoy ballroom. Now that was a place to be. The Lindy Hop, baby, that dance could shake the earth. Jupiter, curious. Well, in that time, I'm sure there was something to learn. Was there a lesson? Did you learn it? Willow, thoughtful. You know that black art, black thought, and black love, they're eternal. Even in struggle, we create. We carve beauty out of hard times. She passes as a breeze moves through her leaves and then sighs. But child, we also learn that too much light makes some folks nervous. The Renaissance, it ended when they realized our glow wasn't just a phase, it was power. A long pause, the trees surrounding sway in agreement. Then the sound of laughter and rhythmic footsteps breaks the silence as a group of men in crisp suits walking in formation passes through the park. Cypress, proud. Hmm. Now that's my time. The 70s and 80s, baby. Harlem was a classroom. The Nation of Islam brothers, they walk like kings, train like warriors. Every step, it was purpose. The streets were watching and they knew it. Jupiter leaned in. And the soil, how did you feel? Cypress's roots tightened, firm, felt steady, disciplined, like it had a backbone. Even when the city tried to shake us, we held strong. Willow nodded. But let's not act like it was all struggle. You know good and well Harlem was still alive. That was a soul music era, baby. A man in an Adidas tracksuit and gold chain passes by, nodding his head, singing a song only he can hear. Cypress grinning. Teddy Pendergrass, Al Green, Gladys Knight and the Pimps. Whew, you had two notes. You heard two notes before somebody fell in love. Jupiter laughing. What about the fashion? I know y'all wasn't as fly as we are now. Cypress laughing too. Oh, we had style, baby. Rope chains, Kangol hats, shell toes, baggy jeans with crop tops. The girls was fly and the guys was fly, and we had confidence. It was unmatched. Jupiter, curious again. What was the lesson of your time? Cypress was serious now. That strength and dignity walk hand in hand. And that looking good and being good ain't really the same thing, baby. A pause. Then a group of young people walk by. Some with natural curls, some in hoodies, some in bold colors and free flowing styles. They were laughing, moving easily. They were just being. Jupiter beamed, and now look at us. It's different, but in a good way. People are free now. They're chasing dreams, loving themselves, not just trying to survive, living. Cypress softens, she nods. I see it too. Back in my day, we had to fight to be seen. Now, y'all are making sure you see yourselves, and that's beautiful. Willow smiling, wiser than ever. Hmm. And you know what I've learned? Through this conversation and what I know to be true, time don't go nowhere, baby. People do. Every ever has its struggles, its music, its love, but no matter what, Harlem grows, we grow. The trees sway together, their burgundy leaves rustle like soft laughter. The drone pulls out as it moves back towards its owner. Watching over Harlem as it always does, the music, the past, the present, the future, it hums in the wind. And as the drone moves on, if this world were mine. That's it.
Yo, don't you ever not participate again.
Yeah.
That was so fine. That was so good.
That's
That
how
was
you
so
do
good.
it.
I need the long version of the
Yes.
Willow story. That was so good.
Yeah.
I was hoping y'all would
Yeah,
have caught
yeah,
it too.
yeah.
I was like, dang, it's a little bit. But I was like, nah, they gonna get it. They
Oh,
gonna get
yes.
Them
it.
one was
indeed.
people do. Time don't go nowhere. People do.
Time don't
Uh-huh.
go nowhere. People do. Cause if you think
Wow.
about it, right? If you think about it, as I was thinking, we was on a call one Saturday, whatever, and I had the thought, I was like, I want the trees to talk. I was like, I know what I'm gonna do. You know, time is really a social contract that we have in our individual minds. So as we progress and move on from one phase to another, that everything that, like, think of a tree that was from its inception up until now, they've lived through how many years? They have all of that. I don't have what happened in the 70s because I wasn't there. Who was born in the 30s don't have what's going on in 2000 because they're not here. But the time is still, everything that has happened. We the only ones that come and go, float and move and progress and elevate. And so, you know what? Enjoy your time while you're here.
So now,
That's
Right.
Oh yeah.
love that for
That was
me,
fire.
that was just so mystical.
Yes.
Yes, I
I was
appreciate
just
it because
taken
I was
away.
excited about this one because I was excited
Yeah.
as I was doing it. I had it all
Yeah.
in my head.
Yeah, you did
The
that.
thing for me was when you said what Langston Hughes and the piano and the wind was jealous. Duke Ellington, that was so like what do they call those things where it's like it's like the y'all know what I'm saying. It's like trees, plant. You know what I mean? Like the analogies for me was so profound and mystical. The way that you spoke it, it was just like I was there. I was taken away to a place. And I'm gonna have to say the same thing with Adriana. Like,
For sure.
I was playing those games, I was watching those shows. I have been all those places. And then also with you, Supersede, is like I don't know if you caught it, but I spoke about my auntie as well. You know, I'm like, it's just so the complimentary parts of it's like everybody's complimenting each other. Like we're chiming in the different pieces of time and the aspects of time. And it's just so beautiful to me. That's my
Well, I just want to say, like, I ain't gonna lie though, for like the music to get like the 60s, 70s music, I had to go into my Spotify and I actually pulled up 70s hits or whatever. See, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna hold
Okay.
you.
That's all good. That's what a true artist does.
Who was
You gotta do
playing,
your
and I
research.
played a couple of tracks and I was like, ooh, I love this. And that's when I went to that. So
I
that's
love
my
it.
proof right there for that. I ain't know all of that. I did some research.
That's what's up.
Yes.
As a
You did
storyteller should. As a storyteller should. Beautiful, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, I love that you did write a story. It shocked me that you wrote a story, and it shocked me that you sang so beautifully.
Beautifully.
Should we Cynthonia, and tell her you need to sing more?
That's why I can't participate. Don't count yourself out. You are so talented, bro. I knew it was gonna be good. I would hear what you say.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys. I really felt really good about this one. So I really appreciate you guys took it. I felt good about this one.
Yes.
And can I say that I think it is the same as you said to Adriana about audio. That sounds like a child's audio book.
But I hate my voice though. That's the whole thing. I don't like the way I sound.
Beautiful
Nobody
voice.
else does, so.
You have a great voice.
Yeah.
We're our own worst critics. Like for real,
Yeah.
for real.
We are. Yep.
You know
Children
what I
would
also
love
see it
that
as?
story.
I also see it as a it's programming as well for children, right?
Yeah.
So to get that, and in the vein of Black love, I mean, I see it as like Sister Supernatural. She said that audio book, but also the way you painted the picture with the words. For me, you can turn it into a play. You can turn it into so much. You can do a lot with it.
I see that movie.
You
I
did
see
that.
the short film.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for. You could turn that into a mini movie.
Yep. Especially with AI.
Don't tell me that, because I start thinking about how I can expand. What are we talking
Do
about?
it. That's
You'll put your nephew in front of the screen, put him in front of that story, yo. Things like that. Things like that.
Share that with him.
I love the trees are telling the story. Like that for me was like
brilliant.
Next, brilliant, period. Yes.
And then I went on a nature walk yesterday, so I'm over there, just putting my hands on trees and getting that vibration. So
grounding, that's right.
You would say what you say, all I could do is smile. I just put on my drum. I said, that's all I could do, because I'm feeling it. It had my
I love
my
that drum.
It was proper Cynthonia. It was you say to everybody else what brilliant storytellers they are, but the storytelling of that was superb. It was top notch. And you should make it bigger. You should animate it. You should do AI art, do a book with it. Because it's that brilliant.
I appreciate it. I do understand, and I do know that I know, like, I'm good at storytelling. Like, my professors been telling me that since I started college.
Love it.
Like, even I have this note that I read to you guys before. Like, this one guy, I did a writing workshop for 6 or 8 weeks, and we had to go through different, he gave us one time, and maybe that's kind of actually subconsciously where that day came from, because I wrote a short story with a fox, a turtle, and something else was the assignment, and he was like, that's so interesting how you pulled meaning out of this, and he was just like, it's really, really, and it's just like something that always stuck in the back of my head, like I do know that I have that ability. Like I love to do that. You give me a topic and I do love to see how could I make it come alive. But I'm just glad that I actually, the way it came out, the way I wrote it, the way I performed it, the way it's received, this is the first time it actually went the way it was supposed to, all the way across. Now I'm happy.
Yes.
Yes.
As you should be, for sure. And we got the goddess Anahata in here, right?
Oh, it's about to be on.
Yes, I'm here.
I think this is the perfect way for us to get
yes.
back in the day. I gotta hear what you gotta say about back in the days.